So let's start a physical change. A physical change is a temporary change in which no new substance is formed and the chemical composition of the original substance remains the same, even though some of its physical properties like color, state, shape, size, etc. may change. For example, melting of ice cream, melting of butter, glowing of a bulb, cutting of grass, heating of an electric iron, boiling or freezing of water, etc. So there are many examples like this of what physical changes. Clear? Like when ice cream melts, then what happens? When you will keep that melting ice cream in the refrigerator, again you will get in the freezed form. Clear? So this is the example of physical change. The interconversion of states of matter is also an example of physical change. When ice is taken out of a refrigerator, melts and changes into water, and if this water is put back in the refrigerator, what happens? It freezes into ice. This means that the properties of water and ice are the same. There is no change in the chemical composition. On melting or freezing, no new substance is formed. Only what happened? Only the state of the substance changes. Similarly, when water is boiled, it changes into steam. And then when it gets cooled, then what happens? The steam again changes back into water. Again, no new substance is formed and only the physical state of the substance changes. Thus, on removing the cause of change, the substance returns to its original state. A cold electric iron becomes hot when current is passed through it. A hot iron is used for pressing clothes, but when the flowing of the current is stopped, then what happens? The hot iron becomes cold again. Similarly, preparation of sugar solution is a physical change. How? Sugar can be easily recovered from its solution by the process of crystallization. Thus, physical changes only affect the physical form of a substance, and the properties of the final product remain identical to the properties of the original substance. Generally, the change can be reversed, but not always. Like carrot. Once the carrot is cut into pieces, the original carrot cannot be obtained. Now, characteristics of a physical change. So the first, now you all can also say that the first is what? In physical change, no new substance is formed. Second, there is no change in the composition of the substance. Third, the properties of the substance remain same. Fourth, the change is temporary and can be reversed by changing the conditions in most of the cases. Fifth, there may be changes in the state, size, shape, color and smell of substances during physical changes. Sixth, there may or may not be any exchange of energy during a physical change. Clear? Now, some terms involved in physical changes. So the first is sublimation. The process of changing a solid directly into a gas on heating and vice versa without passing through a liquid state is called sublimation. And the solid substance formed after cooling of vapors is called sublimate. Some other substances which can sublime are camphor, naphthalene balls, iodine, dry ice, etc. Next, dissolving. Dissolving is a process in which a substance known as solute mixes completely with another substance known as solvent to form a homogeneous mixture called solution. Example, sugar dissolves in water. Next, freezing. The process in which a substance in a liquid state changes into its solid state on cooling at a particular temperature is called freezing, and the another name of freezing is solidification. Freezing point. The temperature at which a liquid starts changing into its solid state at a given pressure is called its freezing point. All pure substances have a definite freezing point. Example, pure water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius into ice. Next, melting. Melting is a process in which a substance in solid state changes into a liquid state at a particular temperature. Next is melting point. Melting point of a solid is the temperature at which it starts melting. Solids have definite melting points. For example, melting point of ice is what? 0 degree Celsius, and numerically the melting point and the freezing point of a substance are same. Next is boiling. The process in which a liquid on heating changes into its vapor state at a particular temperature is called boiling. And the boiling point, that temperature at which a liquid starts changing into its vapors on heating at a given pressure is called its boiling point. All pure liquids have a definite boiling point. For example, boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. Next, condensation. The process in which a substance in vapor or gaseous state changes into liquid state is called condensation. Condensation point. The temperature at which a gaseous substance starts changing into liquid state is called condensation point. Numerically, the boiling point and condensation point of a liquid are the same. Next, evaporation. The process due to which a substance in liquid state changes into its vapor state at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation or vaporization. For example, water from rivers, lakes, ponds changes into vapor due to evaporation. Now, conditions affecting evaporation. Evaporation is a slow process which occurs at all temperatures. Wet clothes dry up due to slow evaporation of water from the surface of those clothes. Rate of evaporation depends upon the following factors. So, the number 1, nature of liquids. Some liquids evaporate faster, like petrol, nail polish remover, alcohol, etc., while some evaporate slowly, like water. Surface area. Evaporation takes place from the surface of a liquid. Hence, if surface area of the liquid increases, evaporation increases. For example, if water collected on a small part of the floor is spread over the whole floor, it dries up quickly. Third factor is temperature. With increase or rise in temperature, evaporation increases. Next, humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in air. If humidity of air is high, evaporation is what? Slow. And if air is dry, the evaporation is what? Fast. Dry air means what? With less water vapor. Clear? Means less amount of water vapor is present in the air, then air is called dry. Now, if the question is why wet clothes dry faster during summer, then the answer will be what? Wet clothes dry faster during summer due to high temperature and less humidity, while they take time in drying during what? Rainy season and winter. Clear? Now, difference between the evaporation and boiling. So the first difference, evaporation is a slow process and boiling is what? Fast process. Evaporation takes place from the surface of the liquid, whereas boiling takes place from all parts of the liquid. Evaporation takes place at all temperatures below its boiling point, whereas boiling takes place at a fixed temperature on heating, that is at its boiling point. And boiling is the extreme form of what? Evaporation. Okay.